It's one of those events that, even if you're not a race fan, it's something you have to do once in your life, like a Super Bowl or Kentucky Derby or something like that. Just the pageantry that surrounds it, the traditions, the history. Walking into this track for the first time, whether you're a driver or a fan, it just has that impression on you, the scale of the facilities, and you're on sort of historic and hallowed ground in auto racing. This is our biggest race of the year. If you talk to most drivers, they'll tell you they'd rather win the Indy 500 than the IndyCar Championship if it was one or the other. I have the opportunity to race for one of the greatest drivers of all time, AJ Foyt, with AJ Foyt Racing, and it's an honor to get to come here and compete for that team. The Indy 500 is the greatest spectacle in racing. It is the single largest sporting event in the whole world. It's the greatest race in the world, and it's one of the most exciting and well-known events that you can go to. So as a driver and as a fan, it's an amazing thing to be part of. So we're turning on to 16th Street. This is the road the track's on here. That's a famous Indy dive bar. I've never actually been, but a lot I've heard from the team and the mechanics. It's somewhere that people hang out on race day, race week. Really extra and heating my cup up.
When are you going down there?
I'm just gonna have my coffee and then go.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're starting 11. It's one louder. It's a joke. Some spinal tap. Come on, guys. This one goes, but it's one louder. We're just going to go to the early trim because it takes a while for them to get all the stuff done. So you can do an extra couple laps if you want to. You don't have to do 4 only. Like, well, we can put, if you tell me you want 2 more laps in there, that's fine, we can do that.
If it's something that is getting adjusted like twice a lap because of wind, it's easier on the weight jacket because it's like just a couple of buttons. So that's what I remember in qualifying, just really 2 clicks this way down the front straight, get through 2 clicks that way down the back straight.
Is it too much to be adjusting the
I mean,
weight jacket for the wind?
Well, you can change the rotary, but you can really only do it on a straightaway. You couldn't do it between 1 and 2 or 4.
Part of our job in the car is just to have the awareness for the fact that the conditions when we qualify are probably not going to be like this. This is definitely about trying to get full pulls in if it's available, but not worth taking the same risks to get 4 laps as it would be on qualifying.
Yeah, it's a good point.
You ready to get on the track?
Oh yeah. Yep, we're gonna get a qualifying practice in.
Like another box on the track? Or?
No, it's a power outage in race control. So they lost their track feed, lost their telemetry and everything. So
One lap into your
yeah.
The way it starts Friday, right?
Yeah.
Way to do Fast Friday, man. Dialed out that under still a bit of a front braking free on the exit, but the wind is fucking nice right now.
If 5th was taller, I'd be happier in 3 right now.
I think that's the biggest thing we could take from this last run, the gearing, and adjust it for tomorrow and be ready to go.
See, that's the thing with the gearing now is 5th is taller fifth, it might hurt us.
Yeah, the front
straight away.
Well, then let's leave it until we figure out what the wind's doing tomorrow.
23rd is where Ed will line up. Dalton Kellett was 23rd fastest today. They're next to draw. Cindy Kellett, Dalton's mom, is here, and Dalton is with her. All right, let's see. What do we have for a number?
30.
Turn around so I can see. That is 33. It's okay, Mom. He still loves you.
Are you sure?
Well, it's each year I've been here, it's gotten busier and busier because the first year was 2020 and then last year was half capacity. We've got everyone back now, so it's just getting crazier each time.
Well, enjoy the atmosphere and enjoy qualifications tomorrow. Hope it turns out well.
Thank you.
Dalton Kellett will be the 33rd and last car through the qualification line tomorrow for his first effort.
It's just I think that the conditions are getting but overall, like the balance was a little understeery to start, and then I, went to the left on the weight tracker, like both clicks that were available, and ended on P3 for the last full lap. And it was like at that point it was not understeery.
I don't know, I'm just gonna watch this right now. Yeah, you guys can. I'm just gonna sit here.
A little bit of push at first, the overall balance, and then the last couple laps it was a little free in the back section. Oh really? Yeah, it was like in the middle of free. I think the bar helped kind of stabilize it, but still in the wind it was a bit grabby. Compared to yesterday, everything's gravy train. It was so windy and crazy, so this was pretty tame compared to what we had to deal with the wind yesterday. So I think the first run is obviously the hardest one. You're standing behind, ready to go. Nerves are there. If we go out again, so I wouldn't be too nervous for a second.
What do you guys think?
If there's an imbalance or a known problem, go back out. But there's not.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little tight. It was a little loose in the end, and understeer first. But it's just we need to probably trim.
We need to trim.
But the car's not like
Super stuck to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Back at full capacity for this year's race next weekend. That includes AJ Foyt Racing Team member Dalton Kellett, who's in his third season this year. Thanks so much for being here. I know it's a crazy busy time right now.
We're really excited to be back full capacity with the fans at IMS. My first year was 2020, and last year was half capacity. So it really feels like my first year. We'll be rolling off the grid in P28 with the K-Line Team Chevy, and not where we want to be starting, but we've got a good race car, so looking forward to getting back.
Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Best of luck to you, and hopefully as much dry time as we can get out at the track between now and next Sunday. Thanks so much.
So are you just spending your fast 12 day being a fan, or what?
Well, we didn't quite have the speed to be out there, so we maybe learn a thing or two here.
Backup career if engineering doesn't work out after.
Driver, engineer, photographer. I've got a ways to go on this thing now.
the turn one wall very hard.
First crash of the month of May, and it's a big one. Grosjean's on the inside, so then he backs out of it, and
that's just it, Lee. He would have had to get out of the throttle. That puts the weight on the front of the car. It transfers the weight forward, more front grip, less stability in the rear, right as he was turning in.
Yeah, I smacked my foot a little hard, but they checked it out, X-ray. After you said that, like I kind of tried to lift earlier a little bit, and it was like, oh shit, yeah, I can actually.
And now you,
but I still couldn't quite.
No, but at least then you're not driving into two and then lifting and then getting overtaken, right? So it's more of even if you're not going past the guy, it's a defense mechanism too, because you're backing up the guy behind you and then driving away from him out of two. So I mean, it's as much that as it is trying to overtake the guy in front.
Well, I thought the opposite way around. I didn't have to run, so he's going to leave. But I'm glad to see you. I just came to say, I'm new at these things, so I'm trying to figure out.
No, it's like when you're on these practices, right? It's like some guys are being aggressive. So it's hard.
It's hard to know. Let's check out what it is. Yeah. But I'm glad to know you. Peace.
In practice, if you have a wiggle and then someone gets a run on you, usually you lift. I mean, you're not in the last 10 laps of the Indy 500, like you give the position, right? So it's just frustrating.
This is a good one for the community, though. It's a big part of the tradition of the 500. So it's good to give back,
All right, they are off to the races. They are working hard.
Okay, I get the card.
They moving ahead.
Wayne goes on the back.
Apparently, I'm clearly not good at origami because I think our car was a little misformed versus Team B's. So that's something I'll have to work on, my folding and taping.
That's awesome.
Green rims.
Can you do it one more time? Okay, ready? Let's go! Let's go!
It's really been kind of a hallmark of the event for decades. Everything from Community Day to the 500 Festival Apprentice Program, all the local charities that get involved, and so much that goes on that we really try to do our best to give back because we have a platform and we have that opportunity where we can do that.
Tonight, horror and heartbreak in this tiny South Texas community. Earlier today, a mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, killing at least 21 people, including 19 children. The deadliest school shooting in nearly a decade and the third deadliest in America since Virginia Tech.
Yes, sorry. some waves, huh? What made you speak out?
Well, we have a senseless slaughter of teen children, and so everybody on it, all sides of the political spectrum can't see and not want to do something about it.
As a Canadian, why bother getting involved?
My brain and my perspective is not a geo-locked YouTube account, so I don't think that good ideas are necessarily constrained by geography or citizenship.
I was like already starting to hang on at the end of the first lap, and I was like, this is gonna be a long format.
Yeah, it's never good. Flags are weird because you have to like slow down and it messes with your rhythm.
Do you find that the autograph loses quality as the time goes on of signing it because you get tired? Like you get fatigue in your wrist? Or
It definitely changes. It's like you can tell the shape sort of condenses or.
So if a fan gets a sloppy Dalton Kellett autograph, it's because it was at the back of the
end of the
end of the line, right?
Yeah, I think it's sort of there's a sudden break on the front when they start to slide and understeer, and instead of having them dumping out of it, they're like, oh fuck, it's not gonna finish.
Was the rear more secure though?
I thought it was, yeah.
Okay. It wasn't just slow down the entry.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had to do that to get through all the bugs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Your bugs, the car's bugs, everything's bugs.
Yeah, it's a bit of a reset after something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's okay. Imagine what the other two guys. Yeah. It was good that we got to do this before the race and got some running on it.
I was begging just in case it got rained out today, like, please, we need at least an install right now.
Well, with the clutch and all that, it's exactly.
Thank you, Juan. Good luck today.
Getting ready to start the parade, getting staged here, lined up. Teammate Kyle in front of us. Okay, cool. Hi, Mom.
Hi, darling boy.
Love you too. Got some hats here. Signed.
I won't.
And wrote parade on it, so if you get one of the special ones. Alright, this is crazy how busy it is here. What do you think?
No, it is. It's so much fun here.
Amazing.
Support.
So what's the plan for today?
Eyes forward and keep passing people, basically. Starting where we are, we're gonna have to, make some spots up on the restarts and hopefully get lucky on some yellows. But just kind of follow the plan as far as driving stuff's concerned. Communicate with the team and just keep pushing forward.
Drive fast, turn left.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
The field already spread.
wasn't like it had a big push at that point. The push was more like for 2 in the end, but like this is kind of mid corner. And it sort of once the nose, like speed was coming down with the scrub from a grab. There were a couple big like corrections. Yeah. But I think as we put more and more wing in, it became more and more like that.
Way to hang in there.
It was a long day, but there were lots of opportunities to knock the wall down, and we came home with our 4 corners attached. So, I'm sure we're just happy about that. I'm certainly happy about it, and just some good lessons learned, I think, from that experience to carry into the next ovals. And we're back at Detroit this weekend, which will be really fun. I like that track a lot. Street circuits seem to be our forte, so that should be fun. Like The Office?
Oh. Is it?
Isn't that the Office company? Dunder Mifflin? Yeah.
Anyway.